Hello everybody, this is Keith from CryptoCoinMindSet. I hope this video finds you well today. In today's video, we're going to be meeting up with John from JP Tech Reviews. Buddy of mine, we've known each other for a while. He's one of the parts of CryptoCoinMindSet. He does a lot of work with building of computers, that kind of thing. And we thought we would put together a couple of videos. He's doing a partial build on a cooling system for a computer. So we did a kind of meet and greet and crossover kind of scenario that we're going to break into two videos. So this is the first of those videos. So I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you head on over to his Facebook page and YouTube channel. Links are in the description below. Like it over there, and we'll be talking more with him about possibly putting together a mining rig and see what we can do for mining some cryptocurrency. So this video right here is a little long. It's about 25 minutes, but hopefully it'll give you some good information if you're into that thing with building computers, games.
Today I wanted to talk about a couple of things that I want to be doing on my computer, and I have a friend of mine, Keith. He runs CryptoCoinMindSet. Let him explain it.
You name it, anything in the crypto space, that's what we talk about. From Bitcoin to the latest DeFi platform. Matter of fact, you can check us out, CryptoCoinMindset.com. You can find us on YouTube, you can find us Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we're there. But that's not why we're here today. We're here because we're talking computers.
Yeah, definitely. I want to be doing an upgrade, putting a Lian water cooler in it, a 360. And we're going to be looking at the quality of the water block, fans of course, and a new Ryzen 56X actually, going from the 3600. So hopefully I've got some benchmarks that I'll be able to put up later on. And I want to compare just the quality and talk a little bit about what we can do that might actually help with, he was saying, with the crypto mining, because it's, what, mostly GPU based?
Yep, and I mean, they have all kinds of rigs out now. I mean, if you follow, oh my god, I forgot the name of the company that does all the mining rigs. They're in China, and I'm having a brain fart right now. So, but in either case, they've got these entire boxes. They're literally miners inside of a box. They do ant miners. Thank you. And they do. I mean, terabytes. It's just insane the amount. But you can still do crypto mining. Maybe not necessarily Bitcoin, because it's gotten the hash rate is just so high. It's just really not profitable right now. But there's other things that are profitable that are mining. And again, that's if you know a little bit about it, then I guess okay, you know what mining is. If not, come visit us. We'll explain it to you. This is why I joined John today. I was thinking this might be helpful for both of us. The people who are interested in how to build the rigs for gaming or whatever, and then the people who are interested in maybe building some rigs for mining.
Well, I've known Keith for quite a while, but one of the reasons I really thought, and he thought as well, we were thinking the same thing, is cryptocurrency, I noticed, can be used at practically anything. People don't realize it. Like, how many years ago was it when you could have bought it at, you told me, what, 29 cents a coin?
Yeah, don't remind me. Back in 2010, 2011, when it was like 29 cents a coin, I had a guy introduce me to Bitcoin, and I did. If you're watching this video, I'm very sorry I didn't listen to you. I should have listened to you.
Because, you wouldn't have to be telling me this story right now.
Exactly. I have plenty of money right now. Anyway, I said the US dollar was money as I was flashing it in front of him. And I apologize. I was wrong. The US dollar was going to shit, but let's not get me going.
Yeah, so it was what, a couple dollars, 29 cents?
Yeah, it was 29 cents at the time, per Bitcoin.
So now it's what today?
Well, last I checked earlier today, it was around $17,500.
Okay, so if I would have bought, say, $2,900 worth, what would I be worth today?
I ain't that good with math, but many millions.
Oh. For $2,900, right?
Yeah.
You could have built a nice computer, or you could have built a nice mansion with a computer in every room. Okay. Anyways, what I like about the crypto thing, it can be used on Amazon, it can be used to get gas, and people just don't even realize how much it can be used for. And if you invest in it early, you're not going to find any bank, any stocks, anything that's going to have the payoff of this stuff from what I've seen. So it's just, you can't really go wrong as long as you really pay attention to what you're getting into, I guess.
You got to do your research. I mean, hey, end of the day, I'm just some idiot on YouTube, you know. So don't take advice from me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm showing you the money I'm making when you come and check us out on the YouTube channel. But you got to do your own research, because the idea behind cryptocurrency is you are your own bank. Unbank yourself from these financial institutions, and you can only do that when you're paying attention and making the decisions for yourself.
Okay, great. And as far as some of the things, like I said, I wanted to talk about today, was the quality of water blocks, which was shocking when I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, the Enermax, the Cooler Master, great water blocks, the fans on them. I think most of them are coming through like rifle bearing fans, and people think that, you know, anything with a bearing is probably bad. And they are a little bit louder at first until they wear in, but they will last a lot longer than any hydraulic fluid. And they don't really need to get cleaned out as much. I mean, once hydraulic fluid starts to leak, you have to really kind of take care of them. But they're all good. They're all good. And what I did notice is the performance difference between these. I mean, if you're not doing liquid nitrogen or something like that, you're not going to see a huge difference in temperatures as long as you have good airflow. As soon as one of these coolers, as soon as the water in one of these radiators gets to the room temperature, or basically the room temperature, you're not going to be able to run your system any cooler than what the room is. It's just basic physics. I mean, like I said, unless you're using an AC blowing on it, which isn't a good idea when you mix cold air with warm air and get condensation and things start to break out. But anyways, people will do it.
That's interesting. I did not know that you could not run it any cooler than room air. I had no idea. I assumed that actually lowered the temperature of the unit.
Well, everything that I found, running temperature benchmarks and stuff on all of them, it does a good job at running, but I don't do a lot of overclocking, and when I have, that's when the liquid cooling actually really pays off. If you're using air cooling, I don't think you can get enough cool air in there with some of the better fans. I think it's Cooler Master 212 or Arctic 212, I can't remember which one. When you get up there and you start pushing your CPU, it's going to heat up. Your memory's going to get warmer, you're going to overvolt things, your CPU's going to heat up, and yes, this will keep the temperature at room temperature.
Well, I guess now that you say that, it kind of makes sense to me, because like with Bitcoin mining, you see a lot of these mining farms, they go out into these like Siberia, for crying out loud. They have huge mining farms in Siberia. And that's because they're pulling in the outside air to keep everything cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, free AC, just run a pipe out there.
Yep.
Hey. The thing I really like about this versus tons of fans going crazy is it's nice looking and it's clean. It just takes away all the clutter and the blocks and the giant radiator sitting in the middle of your unit, and it's different. 10 years ago, everybody, it was proprietary. I really suck at that word. So anybody that made a water cooling system, it had to meet the specs of the original company. But now I guess that, what would that be? They own that patent.
Oh, right, yeah, because the patent's expired, probably.
Right, so yes, it's ran out. But basically, a lot of these are still, that exist, are still based on that patent, or close to it. Other than when you get into the motor of the water block, I know they're starting to do the fans and stuff. I've got some other fans out here. I've done videos on these before. I was almost going to put this Cooler Master on the Lian lead, but I said, you know, yeah, it's going to look great. It's going to do the same thing. And these are rifle bearing as well. This is hydraulic. But I don't want to take away from being original. So I was going to take this. The main thing about going with these squares is you really get to eliminate a lot of ARGB wiring. You know, you can go from 6 between power and ARGB down to 2 on one of these versus having 6 wires hanging off there and having to do all that cable management. And with this all being enclosed in one thing, you have no cracks in between to suck air in, and so you're getting more air quality. You're getting better airflow. But this still does a job. Lian is a great company. As far as the CPU, that's yet to be seen. I'll come back later and show benchmarks on that. Right now I just benchmarked the 3600 I have. I didn't do any other ones or an Intel because everybody's pretty much benchmarked them. So, what a lot of people understand, like the amount of fans on here. This is a high static, static pressure fan. See how the blades are close together? You have a lot of blades on there.
Yeah.
And it's good quality.
Oh no, definitely is.
So it's just not like a ceiling fan where it's blowing air out all over the place. It's kind of, one company described it as, it's a jet design engine. No, please. But it does force the air more into the center of the square. And a lot of people complain about fans. They're like, oh, they're loud, oh, they're this. A decent fan is only going to get as loud as you make it. And most of the noise comes from, well, yeah, if it's spinning at 2,500, 3,000 RPM, I don't care what you have. It's going to be loud, It's going to do it, So if you're going down at like 800, 900 RPM and you're just pulling air through your cooler, it's going to give you what you need, unless you've got to be like overclocking. And like I said, to me, I just don't do it because any games I play, I'm happy with the frame rate I get. I don't need to sit there and just run test after test, seeing how much I can squeeze out of what I have. It doesn't matter to me, really.
As long as it does what you need it to do, right?
Well, yeah, right. I mean, I do like to have good quality, and I like to have good gameplay when I am playing games, but this still, to me, maybe just throw it out there. This is awesome. This is the first water cooler block that I have come across. It's all aluminum, and they did a really nice job. This is for, I think it's for the Intel. It's going to have an AM. Yeah, so basically this just, yeah, it does. It slides right off. Oh, there it goes. I'm not even going to bother. And then you'll pop on the one that's, the holes are made to line up with the AMD.
Okay.
And it comes with a few different brackets for the Intel. And I don't think, really, it's just the AM4, and I don't know if this does a Threadripper, but I have to say, I've never used a Threadripper. It's really a workhorse. But that's a big copper water block.
Yeah, it is.
The machining on it is just, it's awesome.
Oh, you can see, yeah.
And that's the thing you find with a lot, that they really don't put a lot of time. There's also, the hoses are nice, a little stiff, but it's all right. Stiff is good. But what it does, and it's kind of strange, you don't have to really be too fussy on where you put this.
Huh.
Because
Yeah, but no, it sets just right. Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah, the magnet in there pulls it right into place. So it kind of gives it
Yeah?
a completely different look. Myself, and the lighting, the RGB lighting in there is really nice. It's basically a multicolored infinity circle, kind of, not the figure eight infinity thing, but
Yeah.
kind of looks like it's going and going and going down, But I do like the name. I mean, why not? Why buy it if you're not going to display the name?
Right. I got you.
And quality is just outstanding. Lian, you can't go wrong with them. They really do take their time and look at things. Now they call this the black, but to me that looks more like a grayish
yeah, I was
polish.
gonna say a copper or something, even almost. But yeah, great, definitely.
But
for sure.
they do a great job. No matter which
Charcoal.
way you put it, you're getting the Lian Li name on both sides. 25 to 27 wide radiator. Thick, sorry, not wide. Basically the same as all. Aluminum fins. So basically, I don't know if have you ever seen how these things work? Okay. Again, with a proprietary word. Lian Li is one of the few companies I've seen where the ARGB has its own cable. They do give you an adapter that's generic, that goes into your board. It's got a funny kind of pin. I do have a cable around here somewhere, but I'm sure anybody that's done it knows exactly what I'm talking about. And even the power is different. But I do know they have an adapter that comes with it. So you can get all 3 fans. I have a hub. I have a couple hubs actually. One of them is, I did a video on with the Asus. And that one is just ARGB. And it's nice, it's easy. I have a Cooler Master hub with power and ARGB on it, and you have to get the Cooler Master ARGB cables to fit on it. It won't take a generic for some reason. They just run a little bit too big, and unless you want to shave some off, it's not going to work. This is a 240 Cooler Master, and it's nice. It's a nice little. It's a nice little setup. You can see definitely a difference in the.
Oh yeah.
See how the cables
Yeah, that
are?
seems a lot more flexible.
Yeah, and it's all plastic, but it's still, believe me, it works nice. And as far as the quality, goes, this one has kind of a circular, horrible.
Yeah, versus the square. Yeah.
But you can even see the machining on the Lian Li is definitely smoother than the Cooler Master.
No, absolutely. You can definitely tell the difference. Let's say, let's pull that up here so a little closer for
Yeah. But once there's thermal paste in there, I mean, you put a good pea-sized blob or however you want to spread it out, whether it's a crisscross, a line, or take a little butter knife and do it like it's toast. It'll fill in them holes, not holes, but the
the imperfections.
You're still going to get a good connection.
Seal.
Seal, yeah. So you can. It absorbs the heat off of the CPU.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know, just with the, I don't know, just the look of it makes it look like that's a much better product. I don't know.
You know what I'm curious about those? I found with this one, the length of the hose. See, I tried to move this when I had it a while back. Yeah, they look about the same size radiators as far as thickness. I tried to move this one around, and because the hose is the length that it is, I couldn't put it where I wanted to put it. With this one, I can see there's going to be no problem. So you can see that I don't know if it's aluminum, it might be.
It feels it.
Okay. It's not polished, it's basically a painted aluminum cover that goes around the outside of the radiator versus this. I mean, this is...
Yeah, no. That looks well machined.
Yeah. But that was, I think, under $100 versus, what does this go for? I seen it going for about $150, I think, $160. So not bad. Oh, and before I go any further in the video, I do want to mention this video is Keith and I are doing this video. It's non-paid, non-sponsored.
No sponsorships.
Everything here is taken care of. This isn't. We're not selling this stuff. It's not sponsored.
Yeah.
Amazon, Newegg, where I get most of my stuff, they are not paying me or asking me to do this. The only two companies I've got now, Lian, I don't understand. They make this cooler, and they give you individual fans with it. Now these fans, can I see one of the fans? They also make a fan, basically like this. You can get it in black or white, ARGB. And if you have a water, if you have a radiator system and you want to hook it up, you can slide them together, and it has a little electrical.
Yeah, I get you.
connector in
So just
there. And I think I seen I think it was Jay's 2 cents. He's always doing something crazy like that. And I think he put like 16 of them all on one line just to see if it would happen. Well, it worked. It did work. I don't understand why they couldn't have used that setup instead of going with all these proprietary cables. And I guess this kind of just, they're showing their own trademark type thing. It really doesn't make it easier for the consumer though. This is just to give you a basic idea of what I am talking about here. Okay, so you see the plugs on here? I didn't even need to get that actually. This is power. This is ARGB. Now see what they did? Now they do make an adapter, but why go through all that hassle?
just my guess. I don't know. Sure, somehow, some way, it matters for money.
Okay.
Just a thought. I don't know. What do I know?
All right. So yeah, one of our cameras went there. I just wanted to wrap up with you can definitely see the different type of fans, the shapes and the curves. Although the curvature, not the fan curve into the computer program. There is a way to set up your fan curve in the computer program so you can get better cooling and stuff. Another thing I don't really mess around with much because I really don't care. But these are beautiful. Okay. If you're into lights, some people don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I probably wouldn't have 10 years ago myself, but now, yeah, I like it. So definitely makes life a lot harder. And okay, hydraulic, quiet, rifle barrel. Same thing.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, a little bit. Barely.
Right. But these will outlast hydraulic by 10 years, probably.
Wow.
Well, yeah, ball bearings, I don't care when it is. A ball bearing fan will last forever. I mean, they go on and on and on. Are they loud? Yes. When they wear in, they do quiet down. The only problem with a ball bearing fan is, you're doing a vertical, it might not seem it, but the rod inside of it is pulling down, and it's on the bearing, so eventually you're going to end up with this. So,
I mean, gravity, right?
but here, in here, you're golden. And 10 years, well, 15 years ago, they probably didn't have too many other things other.
Then ball bearing, yeah.
Right. So, hey, we all survived through that.
Yeah.
I made it through disco. What else, you know?
Oh boy.
Oh, God. That was like the worst.
Yeah, we ain't going that way now.
Oh my God, I couldn't. That was a nightmare. Worse than the pandemic, I think.
Bringing it back now.
Bringing it back, yeah. I was having a bad moment for a second. So I was glad to be able to get together with Keith and talk about some of these things. Like I said tonight, it was just kind of a rough day. We were supposed to be able to have this done a couple hours ago, but I'm going to put off the build till tomorrow. I already did some benchmarks with AMD 3600 that I have, and then I will post those benchmarks with the benchmarks. Same video card, same memory, everything's going to be the same, but we're going to see what the numbers look like with this new 5000 series AMD 5600, and just see where it goes from there. I'm not going to bother doing any Intel benchmarks. Hope everybody enjoys this, And by the time we get done chopping what we need to chop out of this, it's probably going to be about 15 minutes shorter. So I hope everybody has a nice day, stay safe, and I know we're not practicing the greatest social distance here, but we know we're both not sick. Be safe.
Thanks for having me.
No problem,
Appreciate it.
man. Thanks for being here.
Hope to see you at CryptoCoinMindSet soon.
All right, that's the end of part 1 with John and JP Tech Review. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tick that bell icon, hit the all, and don't forget to head over to John's channel and make sure you like that channel and head over to his Facebook page and like the page. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button on this video. We appreciate it. It helps the channel. And as we've been reminding you, we have set ourselves up on SoMee, decentralized, censorship resistant, Facebook style social media. And we've migrated our YouTube channel over to LBRY. LBRY is a blockchain based, decentralized, censorship resistant file sharing site. Head on over there, check out all of our videos, follow us, send us some support. We appreciate it. It helps the channel. We'd like to thank you for stopping by and watching this video today. Stay tuned for part 2 next week. See you then.